Your meetings with the UP Chief Minister. This is a very interesting sort of concept that I think a lot of people don't know about. A Ramayana Trail. Share that.
Well, this was my second meeting with him. There was the agenda. There are several items on the agenda. First is the idea of a Ramayana Trail, because in Sri Lanka we have nearly 50 Ramayana sites. Ashoka Vatika is the most famous of them. So we would like to link UP with Sri Lanka in that context of that trail. On the other side, Buddhism. I mean, the Buddhist trail from Sri Lanka to UP. I mean, Kushinagar, Samabad, the main sites, Varanasi, they are all located there. So the idea was how to build this together, bring this together. When current Prime Minister Modi was Chief Minister, I was Tourism Minister at the time, towards 2009. I visited him and we had an MOU between Gujarat and Sri Lanka on the same basis, that is Ramayana Trail and Buddhist Trail. So we are trying to replicate that. We have proposed that.
Interesting.
An MOU between UP and Sri Lanka. Symbolically, during that visit, this second visit, I presented him with two pictures. One of King Ashoka sending his son to Sri Lanka with the message of Buddhism. The other of King Ashoka sending his daughter with the botry, and also she began the order of Bhikkhunis. Those two pictures we presented to him, and they will be placed in Varanasi airport. We already have similar pictures in Kushinagar.
Interesting.
So I presented it to him, and in addition I presented him with a stone from Ashoka Vatika, because the stream near the Sitaman temple in Ashoka Vatika, which is famous in the context of Ramayana. We brought some stones, and one stone we presented to him, and a larger stone I presented about a year and a half ago to Ayodhya as well. Now, for me, the relationship, the civilization and relationship rests with two women, interestingly. One is Sita and the other is Sanghamita. So I feel that that is something I would like to highlight in this whole link between the Ramayana and the Buddhist trail.
Yes.
Because two women and two unique women. I mean, so I think more work needs to be done on that. Because Sanghamita's journey is important, because King Ashoka sent her, dispatched her, but she went of her own volition.
Yeah.
And it's, there must have been a lot of trust between King Ashoka and King Devanampiyathissa for that to happen, although they had apparently never met. So I always say that is how you define a special relationship, where a father can trust somebody else to look after the daughter. And that's how special the relationship was between Sri Lanka and India. Sita is a different context, Sita Devi, and that is something else, because there are Sita sites in Sri Lanka, and of course in India. I have visited Bihar actually and seen some of the sites there. So these two trails, I would like to see how we can
That's very interesting.
That. It's something I'm thinking of, and we need to develop that. Anyway, so the idea is to, to create this relationship, the civilizational bond.
Yeah.
Buddhism on one side and Ramayana.
Well, you need connectivity to significantly improve between the countries.